guys, it's Mitch from Switchback LED Lighting back again for our last video of the custom headlights for the VF. This will be part 5. So where we got to last time, it's pretty much the headlights are in this state. We've got the lens all back together, we've got the halos installed obviously, we've got the base back together, and we're ready to seal up the headlights again. So I've got the oven preheating to 120 degrees as we speak. While that's heating up, we're going to need our 2 screws. Well, it'll be 1 screw for this headlight. There's 1 screw that goes through the back of the headlight that screws in to the lens there, which keeps it all together when we put it together. So I've got a Phillips screwdriver for that. I've got gloves because they're going in the oven, going to be hot, and I've got an assortment of spring clamps here. This will help the lights and lens stay together while the glue cools. So to seal these up, I've got some butyl sealant. Haven't got much left in this pack. I'm going to use the rest of this, and then I've got another box there. But basically, to prep for this is how the sealant comes. Pretty much, I'm going to run the sealant around the whole channel, just like it is now. If it doesn't fit, just going to stretch it out a little bit so it fits in the channel. Hopefully most of the channel's clear, which most of it is. The stuff that's still in there should melt around the butyl as well. So I'm going to start, doesn't really matter where you start, I'm going to start from the top and push the sealant in. When it feels hard to get in, I'll stretch it out a little bit. So what happens, this process, the headlights will go in the oven. In the oven, this butyl will melt. When the butyl melts, we can pretty much press the lens, or really clamp the lens into the channel, and then we'll clamp it up all around it, and leave it for half an hour and it'll be sealed. So this is the easy way to seal headlights. You can use Sikaflex, which is very similar to this. This is pretty much just a quicker option, so you don't have to wait for it to dry, because you normally have to wait 24 or so hours for the Sikaflex to dry. So going around the headlights, it doesn't need a whole heap in the one spot, but we just want to fill the channel. So actually nearly done one headlight with the rest of this, which is good. So we'll open our new one up, a new box. These sealants are available on our site, our shop. Can't remember the price off the top of my head, but you get enough for pretty much 4 headlights when you buy these new, which is very handy if you do a few sets. But definitely fine for doing 1 set. So I haven't really got much left there, so I'm just going to cut a small bit off. This particular butyl's from Diode Dynamics. The stuff I sell is very similar stuff, it's just a different brand from another manufacturer. So we'll continue where we left off. This corner's, you can fit a fair bit of it in there. So when we get up to where we started, here, I'm going to grab a pair of scissors. Doesn't matter if it's cut, because you can still use this. So press that in there, and she's ready to go. So I've just run around the whole outside of the headlight with our butyl. Do the same with Sikaflex, just run around the whole outside for it. The next part is to route our cables, our cable for the halos through. So we're gonna need to go, because the halo cable comes out the bottom of the halo, we're gonna need to go up through the behind the frame pretty much, which can be quite difficult once you've got the frame in, but pretty much just put your hand underneath and we'll just feed it through. So I've got it now. She's through now, and we're just going to pop it out the same spot as the other halo. Good idea to test these halos before you go putting your headlights back together as well. Otherwise, if something's wrong with the halo, you'll need to re-split the headlights. So there's that one. So pretty much all we're going to do before we put it in the oven is put the headlight in the position, in the rough position of where it's going to be pressed in. So in this case, this is all going to flex back together fine. So I'm just going to press it into the position at the moment. So it's pressed in a position, obviously it's not sealed because it's not heated up. But pretty much I can hear the oven is finished. So I'm going to pop it in the oven, just like we did the first time. Which way did I put them last time? There we go, 120 degrees. I'm going to set a timer for 12 minutes. Timer for 12 minutes. So I'm going to wait until that. In the meantime, I can prep the other headlight, which I need to bring out. We'll come back when the headlight's out of the oven, and I'll show you the process of actually sealing it when it's back out of the oven. So we'll catch you then. Alright, we're back. It's been about 11 minutes, so I'm going to put my gloves on for one. I've got the other one prepped as well while I was waiting, so let's go. So they're out. So we're going to try to work pretty quickly. Going to start at the corner. Start at this corner and give it a firm push this way. It can make sense, and pull it towards where it needs to go. Our bottom part of it is in as we left it. So the top part, just going to push down, line it all up pretty much. So at the top here, really quickly, I'm just going to get the screw start screwing it in. With our Phillips screwdriver. Which should grab. So right now we're gonna put some of these bigger clamps on the top where we can get them. There's only a couple of places on these headlights where we can put the clamps without anybody jumping off. So I've got 3 up the top there. Just making sure the bottom's all lined up, which it is. So I do want to spin around. These bottom ones are pretty simple. We're just gonna use our brackets. That the actual brackets that go on there when we put them on the car, that slides on there. We're just using the little plastic nubs to do this. So you can see a lot of the butyl is sort of oozing out of the channel, which is sort of what we want. So the bottom one, I'm pretty happy with how that's sitting at the moment. Might put another one here as well. And try not to get your finger in it because it's really sticky sort of stuff. So, pretty happy with the positioning of this at the moment. So that's pretty much all of those that I'm going to put on. Pretty much do want to leave it so it actually sits up itself, so I can actually work on this screw on the back a little bit more. Probably a good idea to do the screw at the end, to be honest, and just make sure that everything's lining up. Which I can't really see in there, to be honest. But we'll just make sure that that's right across, because that's the sort of major part in the corner there that we want. Done. So pretty much after this, after we've got all our clamps on, just give it a look around, make sure that it's all sitting in the channel correctly, which this one is. This is actually pretty good. So I want to leave this for half an hour with the clamps on until the glue dries. Once the glue's dry, I'll take the clamps off. I've only got a few clamps, so I'll probably end up using that's pretty good. Because I've only got a certain amount, I've only got enough clamps for one headlight. I'm only going to do one headlight. So about 20 minutes in, I'll put the other headlight in the oven. It'll give me 10 minutes, and then just before I pull the other one out of the oven, I'll take these clamps off, and then pull the other one out of the oven and seal him up. So I'm pretty happy with how that's sealed. It does seem daunting when you first go to heat them up. Once though it's warm, it's really pretty easy to seal them. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm gonna do the other headlight, and then they're pretty much done. I might even do a part 6 on just how the LED controller works. Part 5, it will be the last part, physically putting them together, which is this one. And yeah, I might do a part 6 on, and I'll just run them off a battery. Run the controller off a battery and show you how they actually work. After that, yeah, that's the VF headlights done. That's how I do all the customers' headlights that come in. So just normally, if they sometimes they don't want the etching, sometimes they don't want the white shroud or a coloured shroud. They normally just want them black. Can easily do that. You just paint them black. So that's pretty much it for the VF headlights. Thanks for tuning in to the series if you've watched the whole series. Hopefully I'll be able to do a few videos on other headlights in the future, like VE and stuff like that. So keep an eye out in the future for more videos. I'll do a part 6 probably and run through how the controller works. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The only other thing you've got to do after this is show you, put the camera down here. We want to put our plug back in. The 2 plugs for each halos, we want those back in. We want to install the globes and ship them off to the customer. So that's pretty much it. Again, thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for the upcoming video running the halos, and yeah, catch you in the next one.